Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to another video session from Kareem's Biology. You know that we have been discussing the lesson Cell, its structure and functions from class 9 Biology, and today is going to be part 10 in that. And in this session we will be learning about one of the most important and of course one of the fascinating cell organelle of a cell, which is called Golgi body or Golgi apparatus. So let us start the session.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus, which is also known as Golgi complex or Golgi body, or simply sometimes it is called Golgi, are membrane bound organelle found in most eukaryotic cells. Okay children, so this is what I am talking about. I hope that you remember what is eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells are the cells which have a clear and conspicuous membrane bound nucleus. I have told you the meaning of an organelle. Organelle is a small part of a cell which performs a particular work in a cell. So Golgi complex is also a type of cell organelle which is membrane bound. And where is it found? It is found in most of the eukaryotic cells and it is absent in prokaryotes. Remember this point. Eukaryotic cells only possess Golgi apparatus, whereas it is absent in prokaryotic cells such as bacteria, cyanobacteria, etc. Okay, now let us see who identified the Golgi apparatus first. It was identified in 1897 by an Italian scientist by name Camillo Golgi. So he was Camillo Golgi. He identified or discovered or observed this Golgi apparatus within the cell for the first time in the year 1897, but it was named after him in the year 1898. So this is that great man who discovered Golgi apparatus. His name was Camillo Golgi. Right, now let us talk about the structure of Golgi apparatus. Before that, you should know the fact that the structure of Golgi apparatus can be clearly studied only under electron microscope. Under normal light microscope or compound microscope, you can observe nucleus, and during the time of cell division, you can also observe chromosomes clearly. But if you want to study the structure, especially detailed structure of Golgi apparatus, then compound microscope is not enough. You definitely have to take the help of electron microscope, which can magnify the Golgi apparatus for several thousands of times. Okay, so this is how the Golgi apparatus appear under electron microscope. So this is the Golgi apparatus and the structure of it we'll be discussing within a short file. And this is the diagrammatic representation of Golgi apparatus. Now remember the location of Golgi apparatus, children. This is nucleus. And I have told you in the last session that around nucleus there is another membrane bound tubular structures present, which is called endoplasmic reticulum. Two types, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Just beside endoplasmic reticulum you can observe this Golgi apparatus. Here it is highlighted with yellow color. Okay, and where is it located? In the cytoplasm. Of course it is located in the cytoplasm, but look at its position in the cytoplasm. It is just beside endoplasmic reticulum, and in some cases Golgi complex may also be present near to the nucleus. Okay, then why the Golgi apparatus is found near to the endoplasmic reticulum? There may be a connection between Golgi apparatus and endoplasmic reticulum, which we will be discussing within a couple of minutes. Now let us talk about the location of Golgi apparatus. As I told you that it is located in the cytoplasm next to endoplasmic reticulum and near the cell nucleus. It is absent in prokaryotes such as bacteria. This point I have mentioned earlier, that this is the cell, this is cell membrane, this is the cytoplasm, this is nucleus over here, and this is the cell organelle that we have spoken about in the previous session called endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, beside endoplasmic reticulum you can see some flattened sac-like structures which are stacked together. This is called Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. Okay, now come to distribution. I told you it is present only in eukaryotic cells, whereas absent in prokaryotes such as bacteria and cyanobacteria. Okay, that's about the location of Golgi apparatus. Now let us find out the structure of Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also a membrane bound organelle. Like that of the other cell organelles, Golgi apparatus is also surrounded by plasma membrane, and it is made up of a series of flattened stacked pouches called cisternae. So this is what I am talking about. Here is the Golgi complex for you can see. And can you tell me the shape of Golgi apparatus here? It is made up of series of, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are series. And what are in the series? Stacked pouches. They are pouch-like structures which are flattened. Flattened means, you can see, they are flattened pouch-like structures. So this is one more pouch-like structure. This is another pouch-like structure. So like that, there are several flattened pouch-like structures are there which are stacked. Stacked nothing but they are bundled in the form of a bundle, and they consist of tubules. Tubules in a sense that these flattened bag-like structures are named as cisternae. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cisternae are there here. They are called cisternae, and these cisternae are stacked together, means they are bundled together to form the Golgi apparatus along with some vesicles. What are these vesicles? Vesicles are small round structures. Can you see these small round bag-like structures? These are called vesicles. That means Golgi apparatus is formed by these flattened pouch-like structures along with small vesicles. Together they bundle and form the Golgi apparatus. The same thing you can observe under electron microscope, where you can find these flattened sac-like structures along with small vesicles. Together they form the Golgi apparatus. Okay, that's about the structure of Golgi apparatus. Now let us find out how this Golgi apparatus is formed. Golgi apparatus is formed by the fusion of vesicles that are pinched off from the endoplasmic reticulum. Do you remember I told you that the Golgi apparatus is located near to the endoplasmic reticulum? Means the Golgi apparatus has something to do with the endoplasmic reticulum. And what is it? For the formation of Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum is required. And how is it required? I will explain to you. Now can you see in this animation, from this endoplasmic reticulum, there are small vesicles, small bag-like structures which are pinched off, and they are going towards the cisternae and fusing with the cisternae of Golgi apparatus. This is how the Golgi apparatus is formed. So look at here again. There is endoplasmic reticulum here. From the endoplasmic reticulum, small vesicles are pinched off along with the proteins, and they are fused together and forming the Golgi apparatus. These vesicles bring proteins and other substances that are manufactured in the endoplasmic reticulum to Golgi apparatus. Okay, so come to this animation here, you can understand. This is endoplasmic reticulum where the proteins are manufactured. This is a protein, and this protein is pinched off in the form of a vesicle, right? And the vesicle is moving towards Golgi apparatus. Vesicle is fusing with the cisternae, and this protein is transported in the Golgi apparatus, right? It is being transported in the Golgi apparatus. Now I think you understood how the Golgi apparatus is formed. It is formed by these vesicles that are pinched off from the ER and eventually fused together to form the Golgi apparatus. Now let us discuss about the functions of Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is responsible for transporting, modifying and packaging of proteins and lipids into vesicles for delivery to targeted destinations. This is one more animation which clearly explains about this concept. Look here, this is ER. From the ER, a vesicle is pinched off called transport vesicle. It is coming and fusing with the cisternae. This is how cisternae is formed. But what this vesicle is bringing from ER? This vesicle is in fact bringing the protein and lipid that are manufactured in the ER to the Golgi apparatus. So one thing is clear, that the proteins that are manufactured in the ER will be first of all transported to Golgi apparatus. Why? There is a reason. The reason is Golgi apparatus modifies the proteins that are prepared in the ER. This is very important for you to know, that proteins and lipids that are manufactured in ER will not be directly consumed in the cell. Before their consumption, the proteins or lipids must be modified. They must be properly packed, should be sent to Golgi apparatus. Within the Golgi apparatus, these proteins will be modified into usable form. After their modification, now they will be sent to the part where it is required. Okay, proteins from endoplasmic reticulum should be brought to Golgi apparatus, and that will be done by these transport vesicles. So the transport vesicles bring the proteins from the ER to the Golgi apparatus. Within the Golgi apparatus, proteins will be modified. Now let us see how Golgi apparatus is able to do all these things. First of all, the proteins that are prepared in the ER should be brought to Golgi apparatus. And how that happens, you can see that happens with the help of small transport vesicles. So in these vesicles, there are unprocessed proteins that are prepared in the ER. So these unprocessed proteins and lipids from ER will be brought to Golgi apparatus with the help of small vesicles called transport vesicles, which will eventually fuse with the cistern A, and the proteins in that vesicles will enter into cistern A. So the first step is over. From ER, the proteins now brought to Golgi apparatus. Now the second step is the proteins and lipids now should be processed. They should be vigorously processed, or they should be modified in a usable form, and that usually happens in the cistern A. So once the cistern A receive the proteins from the transport vesicles, within the cistern A, the proteins will undergo vigorous processing and vigorous modifications into usable form. And once the proteins in the Golgi apparatus are properly modified and processed, now they will be transported to the place where they are required. And how that happens? That happens by special type of vesicles called secretory vesicles. So once the proteins are manufactured, you can see there are small bud-like structures which are pinched off. They are called secretory vesicles. They deliver the proteins wherever they are required. And what type of proteins they are delivering? They are delivering the proteins which are properly processed in the Golgi apparatus. And sometimes the proteins that are processed in the Golgi apparatus will be directly transported to some other cell organelle called lysosome. About lysosome we will be discussing in the coming sessions. And other important function of Golgi apparatus is, I told you that from the ER, the transport vesicle bring the protein from the ER to Golgi apparatus. In the Golgi apparatus, the proteins are further processed. So once the processing of proteins and lipids is completed in Golgi apparatus, now from the Golgi apparatus, that processed proteins and lipids should be sent to their destination, means wherever they are required. The requirement of that proteins and lipids may be within the cell, or the requirement may be outside the cell at some other place. So the job of this Golgi apparatus is not only processing the proteins and lipids, but also transporting that proteins and lipids to the places where they are required. And that will be done by secretory vesicles that are pinched off from the Golgi apparatus. You can see here, this is the secretory vesicle that is pinched off from Golgi apparatus, and the secretory vesicle now carries that proteins and lipids to wherever required. If the proteins and lipids are required outside the cell, then they will be sent out of this cell through plasma membrane with the help of exocytosis. Okay. The same lipids and proteins may be used by the same cell to repair its plasma membrane if it is damaged. Okay, that's another important function of Golgi apparatus. Okay, this picture also clearly explains about it. This is ER. The proteins prepared in the ER are packed in transport vesicles. That proteins now will be transported to Golgi apparatus. Within the Golgi apparatus, the proteins travel along the cistern A, and while the proteins are traveling in the cistern A, they undergo some processing and modification. Once they are modified, they will be sent to the places where they are required in the form of small secretory vesicles. The requirement may be outside the cell or within the cell. Sometimes the proteins will be transported to lysosomes in the form of enzymes and will be stored in lysosomes. About that we will be discussing later. Okay, that's about the functions of Golgi apparatus. The number of Golgi bodies varies from cell to cell. Their numbers are particularly large in those cells that secrete hormone and enzymes. Example, pancreas and other glands. You see, hormones and enzymes are nothing but proteins. So if a cell is releasing a hormone or protein, that particular cell should produce more number of proteins, and more number of proteins should be processed with the help of more number of Golgi apparatus. That is why if the cell is producing more amount of proteins, particularly the cells present in the glands such as pancreas and other glands, they produce more amount of proteins. That is why the organs in these cells, they have more number of Golgi apparatus. This is how the number of Golgi apparatus varies from cell to cell. Okay children, that is about the structure and functions of Golgi apparatus. I hope that you understood this concept very clearly. In my next session I will explain about vacuole and other cell organelles. Thanks for watching. I will meet you in my next session.